Hey guys, Awkjellybean here. Today I'm going to be making Bratwurst with Brötchen. And that's just like a German dish. It's like a sausage with bread, and they usually put mustard on it. Or you can put whatever you want on it, but I'm going to be putting some German mustard on it. And I'm going to caramelize some onions too. That's not like usual. Like whenever you go out to go get German street food, it's not like they readily have caramelized onions usually, but I'm gonna have that today because I've made this before and it tastes good with it, and caramelized onions are just good. So anyways, I'm gonna get started. Okay, so the ingredients I have are an onion, some Brötchen, some Bratwurst, and some avocado oil because we don't got peanut oil right now to fry the Bratwurst in, some butter, and some mustard that is in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna get started with cutting this onion. Alright, so I got the onions sliced in hopefully uniform enough pieces. So I'm gonna spread these out and whatnot. Then I might try and get some pieces to be around the same size if they look ununiform. Okay, so I have a cast iron pan on the stove. It's been preheating this entire time. I'm gonna cut it down because you don't want the pan to be too hot, otherwise your onions will burn before they can cook thoroughly. So I'm gonna put some of this butter in. That's what I'm gonna use. And let that melt. Okay, so the butter is in. Now I'm gonna put the onions in here. Then I'm gonna season it with salt. I did not mention that I had salt earlier, so sorry about that. Also, this is my first time making it in the cast iron pan. We don't have a steel one, like the ones that look like that grayish metal type of pan that I normally see them being caramelized in. And they do not do well being caramelized in non-stick pans. I have tried it too many times and they come out either burnt and crisp or they come out burnt and crispy. So hopefully this pan makes a difference. I'm gonna spread them out into a single layer and then just let them cook on their own until whenever, and to come back and check on them and stir them around so they won't burn. Okay, so this is like 30-40 minutes later and they have darkened, and I've tasted a small one and it tastes sweet. So that means it's working, although I think some of mine, I don't know if they're burning or just burning. So I think they're fine. I just cut it down a bit. Okay, so this is what the onions are looking like an hour later. They have reduced a lot in size. You need to consider that if you're making it for more than one person. I'm only making this for 2 people, me and my mom, so it should be enough for that. But I'm about to take these out the pan and get started on making the Bratwurst. I'm gonna put in some of the avocado oil, enough to cover the bottom of the pan. I'm not trying to deep fry it, just shallow fry it. Okay, so I'm gonna put in 1 sausage and the rest of them in the pack. Okay, so I'm going to cook this until the side that's on the pan is brown. Then I will rotate so that they can cook on each side, so that it's nice and browned evenly. Also, I have this on medium-high heat on around 6. So while the Bratwurst were cooking, I had the oven preheated on 200 degrees Celsius, and that's probably like 400 something in Fahrenheit. Just Google it, and I have it on this setting right here. And I'm just gonna put the Brötchen on the rack itself and cook it for, or bake it for like 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so this is how I arrange them on the rack. It's in the middle of the oven. I'm gonna close it and then check back on it in 10 to 12 minutes or whenever that they are crispy to my liking. Okay, so the sausage are already starting to get brown on the underside, so I'm gonna flip these over. And then have them cook on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to switch the wooden spoon out for a pair of tongs so that I can get the underside. As you can see, it got brown on that side. I'll just put them against the edge of the pan so they can stand up on their own. Okay, now I'm gonna try to get the last side. Okay, so the sausages are ready to be taken out. I'm gonna put them on my baking plate so that they can drain all the oil. Okay, so the Brötchen is ready. It's nice and brown, so I'm about to take these out. Okay, so the bread is out the oven and I'm about to cut it in half. I'm gonna cut it just enough for it to open, and I'm not gonna cut it in half all the way. As you can see, it's not cut in half all the way. It's like how a hot dog bun is. Okay, so how I'm gonna assemble these bratwursts is I got my onions on the side, and only me and my mom are eating the onions. We're the only ones that's getting the works. So, got the sausage, gonna open the bread, place the sausage and the bread like so. And then I'm gonna put in some mustard. This is slightly spicy. Well, translated, it's middle spicy. So I guess it's mild mustard. So I'm gonna get it and hopefully make a cute little squiggly. I have made the squiggly, and now I'm gonna put on the caramelized onions. So here's what it's looking like. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm about to go eat. It's dinner time, and this is the fastest that I have made dinner actually. But anyways, have an awesome day.